believe it, babe? After 7 long years, you're finally going to graduate college with a doctorate. I'm so proud of you.
Thanks, Allie. I know, it's kind of surreal. I can't actually believe that all my hard work is finally paying off and I'm actually going to be able to graduate. I've been looking forward to this date for ages.
I know, I have as well.
I bet I know why you've been looking forward to me finally graduating.
Yeah, I promised that I wouldn't mention anything about our wedding until you graduated, and, well, guess what? You're graduating, so I can now go on full bride mode and finally get started on planning our wedding. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I know. I am too. Feels nice to actually start living our lives. I'm sorry I made you wait so long to get married, though. I know you would have done it ages ago if you could have.
It's okay. It made sense that you finished college first before we started planning our wedding. You needed to be able to concentrate on your assignments and work there. Now, we can actually have the wedding we want without having to worry about you failing any tests or anything. LOL.
That is one of the things I'm most grateful for. No more tests. I mean, apart from all the tests I'll have to administer on my patients, but hey, at least I don't have to take them.
So, when is your graduation ceremony anyway?
Oh, I think it's sometime in July? How come?
Oh, well, I wanted to make sure that I could book the day off of work so that I could come and see you walk across that stage and get your diploma. It's one of the most important days in your life, after all.
Oh, wow. I'd love for you to be there if you could. I'll give you the official date once I know it.
Of course I'll be there. I can't let my husband-to-be graduate without cheering him on.
By cheering, you mean silently waving or at most clapping along with the rest of the crowd?
Nope, I mean cheering loudly and proudly like a crazed fangirl.
Oh, joy.
You know you love it. Anyway, do you know how many people can come and watch you graduate? Like, is there a set amount or can anyone come?
I'm not sure. I think there might be a limited amount of free tickets available per graduate, but I think there are tickets that can be bought as well. How come?
Well, my dad said that he'd like to come and cheer you on as well. He likes you, in the short amount of time that you've seen each other, and he wanted to see you graduate too. I mean, you're going to be his son-in-law soon enough.
Oh, wow, that's really cool of him.
Yeah, it is quite sweet. Secretly, I think he just wants to get onto the campus and have a look around for himself to see what all the big fuss is about, and whether or not he missed out on anything. LOL.
Huh? What do you mean missed out on anything?
Oh yeah, you don't know. My dad didn't go to college.
What?
Yeah, he kind of skipped that whole thing and went straight to work. I think by going to your graduation, he just wants to snoop about the place and see what all of the hype is about. Honestly, I don't think he really missed much. At least not for him anyway.
So, your dad doesn't have a college degree? That's kinda... I don't know. Pathetic?
Excuse you?
Well, I just mean that anyone who wants a job worth anything needs a college degree. Otherwise, you just end up a loser in a dead-end job with no chance to move anywhere or further your career. Only the dumbest or laziest don't go to college.
Wow, are you really saying that my dad is either dumb or lazy because he didn't go to college?
Well, I don't know. Maybe? I mean, he seems like a reasonable guy, so I just don't get why he didn't go to college. It's not that hard to get into one if you actually try, and if you have even a little bit of smarts about you.
Billy? I'm going to have to go now because if I don't, I'm going to end up yelling at you. A lot.
What? Simply because I'm telling the truth? I'm sorry if you don't like it, but it's a fact. Only those who go to college can achieve anything in life. Those who don't are the bottom of society and don't deserve to get anything more than minimum wage. If they're not willing to put in the effort to learn and better themselves, then they shouldn't be paid any more than that.
Where has all of this come from? I never knew that you were so elitist.
It's not elitist to be smart or to want to do well in life.
No, but it is elitist when you spout off rubbish like you just did. Saying that people shouldn't be able to earn above minimum wage if they haven't been to college is ridiculous. There are so many people in the world, successful people, who haven't been to college, and they are doing better than most. Going to college isn't the be-all or end-all of someone's life.
college is the best way to determine someone's worth and value in life. If they don't go to college, whether through choice or because they simply can't afford it, it doesn't matter. They simply are meant to climb higher in society, and I would happily see to it that they don't.
So basically, you'd purposefully keep my dad in a rubbish job, even if he proved that he was able to handle things that were way above his pay grade, simply because he didn't go to college?
Look, it's not fair to use your dad as an example, but if you want me to be truthful, then yes. If he hasn't been to college, then he doesn't deserve to earn more than minimum wage. I would keep him in a lower position just to make sure he and others like him knew this.
Oh boy. So, I guess I should tell him not to bother going to your graduation then. You wouldn't want a loser like him to show up and embarrass you. Not to mention he should probably send your graduation present back. A poor and dumb person like him simply couldn't get you anything useful.
I know you're just being facetious at the minute, but yeah, I don't really want your dad there now. All of my friends would just make fun of me if he was there.
Uh-huh. Of course they would. Well, fine. I'll tell him. I hope it's worth it. I've got to go now. Talk to you later.
Yeah, sure.
So, I've sorted out the florist for our wedding. She's really nice and she has the best flowers in town, including the ones that I love the most. So, that's one thing that we can check off our wedding list. Oh, and I've lined up a cake tasting at a local bakery for this Sunday, so make sure you're free for then. And I've also got to arrange a date to go looking for wedding dresses. Ah, this is so exciting.
Yeah, it sure is.
Is everything alright, Billy? You're not getting cold feet already, are you? LOL.
Actually.
What's up?
Look, Alexis, you're a cool girl and all, and we've had a lot of fun. And at one point, I really did think that I could see us spending the rest of our lives together. But over the last few weeks, I don't know. I've started to feel a bit differently.
What are you saying?
It's just, if I'm gonna be with someone and possibly build a future and have kids with them, I want to make sure that it's the best possible future that I can have. I want my wife to be from a smart family so that any kids we have can be smart and driven too. With your dad not going to college, it's just got me thinking that maybe you're not the girl for me. I don't want to risk having dumb or lazy children who don't go to college to get a good job like they should. Like me.
Are you actually saying what I think you're saying right now? You're dumping me? Right as I'm planning our wedding, you're going to dump me?
Dumping sounds kind of harsh. Maybe just say like we've grown apart and we're going our separate ways?
All of this simply because you couldn't get over the simple fact that my dad didn't go to college?
It's important to me.
Clearly. In fact, it's so important that you're going to leave me over it. Well, fine. If that's how you feel, then you can go and find some snooty elitist girl to look down your nose at everything with. In fact, I'm glad. If this is the kind of person that you truly are, then I think I've actually dodged a bullet with you.
I didn't want us to end on bad terms.
You don't get to decide how I feel or what kind of terms we end on. You want to go and be with some boring college girl? Then fine. Go be with one. I'll find someone much more deserving of my love. Someone who isn't so up their own butt.
Alexis.
Have a nice life.
Alexis! Alexis, please answer me. I know it's been a little while, but I really need to talk to you right now.
What do you want, Billy?
How could you not tell me?
Tell you what?
Maybe the fact of who your dad actually is?
What about it?
Alexis, your dad is the owner of the local hospital? How could you not tell me that he was so important and clever and high up in society? When you said that he hadn't been to college, you made it sound like he was lazy or dumb. But that can't be true if he's the owner of the hospital.
I never said that he was any of those things. You assumed he was and never gave me a chance to actually explain the situation.
But how's that possible?
Because my dad's a genius. He didn't need to go to college because he was smart enough to skip it. He was given an honorary college degree so that he could become a doctor, but he didn't actually have to go there and attend the lessons. That's why he was curious about what it looked like.
I can't believe it. Why didn't you tell me?
Because I wanted you to be with me for me, not because of who my dad is.
Well, this changes everything. We can definitely get married now.
Whoa, hold up. What are you on about?
Getting married, it was what we planned to do?
Yeah, that was before you showed me what you were actually like. Now I don't want anything to do with you.
But we would be good together. Don't you think?
I did once. Not anymore. Not after what you did.
What?
I told my dad what you said, and he couldn't have been more disappointed in you if he had tried. So, even if I wanted to marry you, which I don't, there's no way my dad would allow it to happen anymore. He wouldn't want me to be with someone so low class and lazy that they couldn't even be bothered to look past their ridiculous preconceptions to entertain the possibility that perhaps college isn't for everyone, and people can still make their way in life without it.
Well, can you at least put in a good word for me so that I can get hired at the hospital? There are only so many positions available, and I really want one.
Yeah, not happening.
What? Why not?
Well, surely you're smart enough and driven enough to get one of those spots all by yourself. After all, you have been to college.
Oh, come on, don't be like that. I didn't mean anything by what I said.
You meant enough, and I don't want to be associated with someone who thinks they're so much better than everyone else. I'd much rather be with someone who's kind and caring and loves me more than anything, even if he hasn't been to college. Anyway, after telling my dad what you said and did, it wouldn't surprise me if he didn't hire you simply on principle alone.
You mean I've been blacklisted?
I don't know, maybe. That's up to my dad. I mean, you did insult his intelligence and motivation as well. He doesn't take too kindly to that.
Tell him I'm sorry, that I didn't mean any of it. It was just a joke.
Sorry, but you're going to have to deal with the consequences of your terrible attitude all by yourself. For a college-educated guy, you really aren't that smart. Anyway, I've got things to do, so I'm going to go now. Have a nice life. I hope you find that college-educated girl you've been wanting. Bye.
No, wait, Alexis, please.
After that, I never really spoke to Billy again. I saw him around town every now and then, but I never went out of my way to talk to him. The last I heard, he applied for a job at my dad's hospital, but even though my dad didn't personally stop him, as he's too professional for that, Billy still wasn't able to get the job as he was beaten out by other, more intelligent and capable people. Looks like going to college wasn't enough to lead him to the life that he wanted. Some people do well in college and are able to graduate and get the job that they want, whilst other people might find that an alternative route is better for them. Either way doesn't make anyone less or more than anyone else. Everyone is different, so follow your own path.
Lucy, are you there?
Yes, good morning, Jane.
What are you up to?
I'm stepping out in an hour to see the cake vendor. I also have a meeting with the wedding planner later this evening.
You seem pretty busy.
Well, just a bit, but I can't be too busy that I won't have time for you. What's up?
Nothing much. The wedding day is almost here. Just checking in to know how you feel. Nervous? Excited?
I am over the moon. I love your son so much, and he treats me like a queen. I believe such a miracle happens only once in a lifetime. I am actually having the time of my life.
Of course. I can see that. It feels like you won a lottery, yeah? That's how people feel when they don't work hard to get something.
Lottery? That sounds a bit sarcastic. Forgive me if I'm wrong.
What if you are not?
You seem cranky. Is there a problem?
Should there be a problem?
Something just feels off. Did I do something wrong? Or was it something I said?
Is this some sort of interrogation?
It's not, Jane. I just want to know what is going on, that's all.
Your senseless questions are getting on my nerves. That's what is going on.
OMG, where is all this coming from?
Another question? Yeah, I knew it. You are just as stubborn as I thought.
I didn't mean to upset you. My apologies. Jane? Babe? Babe, talk to me.
Hey, sweetie, sorry for the delay. I didn't have my phone. What's up? Did something come up with wedding arrangements?
Nothing is wrong on that end, but there is actually a bigger problem, and it's your mom.
My mom? What did she do this time around?
She was acting really weird and cranky this morning. It seemed like she was mad at me, but she won't say why. I'm so worried. Gosh, I haven't been myself all day. Has she been acting a little differently at home?
I'm sorry I didn't tell you this earlier, but she's actually been out of character lately. When I returned from work today, she was looking sour.
Come on, Alex. Your mother is always sour.
No, babe, it's different this time. I've actually never seen that scary look on her face. She went out to dinner and came back looking even worse. Then she locked herself in a room ever since, and she won't let me in.
Geez, that's serious. Do you think this is about the wedding? Maybe she is having cold feet?
What? No, Lucy, you know my mom adores you.
Adores me? That's not true, and you know it. She has always considered me unworthy of you, and she seizes every opportunity to tell me that.
Come on, don't be so harsh on her. Besides, I don't think the reason for her behavior has anything to do with you. Just relax.
Are you sure?
Of course, you're a sweet soul, and she'll get to love you just as much as I do. Just give her a little time.
I can do that. After all, I have endured so much from her just so we can be together. We have come a long way, and I can't afford to lose you.
Lose me? That's never gonna happen.
Lucy, we need to talk.
Hi, Jane. I've been trying to reach you all week. I hope that I haven't been disturbing you with my calls.
Whatever. I owe you no explanation.
It's so obvious that you're bottling up a lot of stuff, and I think it has to do with me. You're mad at me, aren't you? Why won't you just tell me what I did to upset you?
You lied to me and my son.
I did? When was that?
You never said you had a record.
A record? What are you talking about, Jane?
Don't play dumb with me. I'm talking about your criminal record. Why didn't you say you were once in juvie? You spent days in jail because you were caught shoplifting and driving under the influence.
OMG, that was a long time ago, during my teenage years. We thought we were just having fun. It was all pranks back then, but now I know better. I don't live that life anymore.
Once a criminal, always a criminal, Lucy. How could you keep that part of your life a secret from us?
Us? I didn't keep it a secret. Alex knows about my past. I told him everything about me.
He knew who you were and still went on a date with you? You are such a liar.
I made some stupid decisions as a kid, and I paid the price, but all that is in my past now.
Okay, can you also explain the part where you slept with different guys when you were only 16?
That's not true. I need you to trust me. Someone is trying to tarnish my image.
Why would anyone want to do that? Maybe they have a good reason to? Anyway, what matters is that I will not be foolish enough to take a criminal and an easy girl as a daughter-in-law. You're done with Alex, okay?
What do you mean?
You are not getting married to him.
What? You can't be serious.
Watch and see.
Jane, can I come over so we can talk better in person?
No mother will allow her son to marry a criminal. This conversation is over.
Jane, please don't do this. Jane! Please talk to me. You have been ignoring my calls. Jane?
OMG, you are such a menace. I thought I made it pretty clear we want nothing more to do with you.
What did you tell Alex? His number has not been going through, and I've been calling him since yesterday. Is he okay? I'm so worried.
You don't need to be. He blocked you.
What? That's not true. Alex would never do that. Our wedding is tomorrow. He has no reason to block me.
Girl, wake up from your dreams. I asked him to choose between the two of us, and he chose me.
I don't believe you. I trust Alex. Please stop ruining what we have. Alex deserves to be happily married.
What are you talking about? Alex is still getting married.
OMG, you scared me. I need to go now, so I can resume the rest of the wedding arrangements.
You are such a dumbo. I didn't say he's getting married to you. Tomorrow is still his wedding day, but someone else will be his bride.
What? Someone else? How on earth did you find someone to replace me so quickly?
I found a good girl. One that doesn't lie, and one that can take good care of my son. She will be an upgrade from the criminal that you are.
And what does Alex have to say about this?
Nothing so far. I plan to surprise him.
Surprise? Are you saying he doesn't know that there will be another bride tomorrow?
Of course he doesn't. She'll be wearing a veil, and he won't know you're not the one under it until he flips it. And what a beautiful shock that will be.
OMG, you are going to really hurt your son. Do you even care about him?
I am saving him from you. The new bride will be a wonderful girl. I am sure he will get over you very quickly.
Get over me? I thought you said he blocked me and chose you over me.
Well, not exactly. I deleted your number from his phone, then saved a fake number with your name. So when he tries to call you, it won't go through. The same way you can't reach him. I also told him that you didn't want to communicate until the wedding day, so that you guys miss each other a lot, and the event is more exciting.
Jeez, how can you go to such lengths? You are causing us so much pain.
Just shut your mouth. What do you know about pain?
Who is the new bride?
You probably know her. Her name is Dina.
Dina Myers? Are you for real?
Does it look like I am kidding?
Seriously, you are choosing her over me. I bet she was the one who told you about my time in juvie. You accused me of being a criminal, but Dina is even worse.
She's nothing like you. Besides, she didn't actually steal like you. She was framed.
Is that what she told you? I know Dina. She has always been jealous of me and has always wanted what I have. But I'm not letting her take Alex from me. She is just using you.
No one is using me. The wedding will happen tomorrow and you are not invited. I would prefer it if you don't contact me again.
This is not the end, Jane. I promise. Dina, what did I ever do to you?
What are you doing in my DM, Lucy?
You and I know you don't love Alex. So why are you doing this? Why are you spreading lies about me?
Because I hate you. Simple as that. I hate you even more than I did while we were in juvie. You are always acting saintly, as if you were cut from a different cloth, but you are just as bad as the rest of us.
I never claimed I was any better.
But you act like it. Sadly, many people don't see you for what you truly are. You are a cunny and you are a pretender. That little trick of yours is exactly how you got the inmates and prison wardens to like you despite being a shoplifter.
It's not my fault that people like me. Besides, the shoplifting was all your idea. I only followed you because you begged me to. I was actually stupid enough to think we were just having fun. You promised me that you would return the items, but you never did. Next thing I knew, the police was at my doorstep, because the CCTV had caught our faces. And what's the gist about me doing stuff with different men at the age of 16? That's what you did, not me.
Whatever. I will not stop until I take Alex from you. Do you even know how easy it was to turn Jane against you?
That is no feat. She didn't like me from the get-go.
There you go again, downplaying my efforts. You would never admit that I won something.
Won? Has this always been a competition? Whatever this is about, I won't let you ruin my relationship. Mark my words.
The wedding is tomorrow. There's nothing you can do about it.
We'll see.
I have to go now. There's a beautiful dress my mother-in-law wants to show me.
Enjoy the moment while it lasts.
Lucy? Come on, Lucy. I know you're reading this. Answer me.
What is it? You're blowing up my phone.
I'm sorry, okay? I didn't mean to.
Oh, did you mean to try to steal my husband, though? Unfortunately, that didn't work out so well for you. Or did it?
What you did took some guts. I didn't know you had it in you.
Guts? It didn't take guts to crash my own wedding. I did what had to be done. It was so beautiful seeing the shock on your face when I walked into the venue wearing my beautiful flowing gown.
Fine, I admit it. You won. It's obvious you guys love each other. And the way Alex pushed me to the ground was really epic.
Oh, just shut up. That is not why you're here. What do you want?
Can you drop the charges against me? Please? How can you sue me for $5,000? Where can I get that?
Get it from whoever or whatever gave you the guts to try to ruin my wedding and lie about me.
I wasn't thinking clearly, okay? I'm sorry.
It's too late for that.
So you can't forgive me?
Forgive you? You tried to humiliate me on my wedding day. You told terrible lies against me and caused me lots of pain. You need to pay for emotional damages.
Come on, Lucy. I made a mistake and I'm sorry. Lucy?
Lucy, dear, how are you doing? How long are you planning to stay mad at me?
Forever, Jane.
Haven't I been punished enough? Alex refuses to talk to me, and you are ignoring my texts and calls.
We want nothing more to do with you.
Come on. You can't say that. I made a mistake, okay? Can we move past that?
How can we move past the fact that you tried to swap me out of my own wedding? You deceived me and your son. Alex is very disappointed in you. How could you do that to your son, all because of your selfish interests? We also know that you won't stop trying to separate us, so it's best we part ways.
I won't ever do that again.
Well, we gave you enough time to change your ways. Ever since I met you, you've never approved of me or whatever I did. I was never good enough. I was either working too much or not working hard enough. I tried so hard to please you, but not anymore. I'm done having you decide how I live my life.
Lucy, don't take my son away from me. I can't live without him. I will be so miserable.
You should have thought about that before you went ahead to break his trust. Besides, I don't make decisions for him. He also decided he wants nothing to do with you anymore. I'm done with this conversation.
Can I at least speak to my son? Just tell him I would like to hear his voice. Lucy, don't do this to me, please. Lucy!
Alex and I moved to a different city and we made every moment count. It felt really good to be away from Jane and her toxicity. As for Dina, the court judged in my favor and she paid for damages. Later on, Jane paid some girl to start flirting with Alex on Facebook, but he didn't fall for her tricks and she eventually confessed. A year later, Alex and I welcomed our sons and we are living our best lives.